works. Damn, no, this haircut's good. I like it. One of the things that I've learned about myself, trying to hide things too much makes me feel more dysphoric even. I hate feeling like I'm trying to hide something about myself. I just don't like it. So like with my forehead, I'm not afraid of my forehead. Like I have a forehead, whatever. Girls are allowed to have foreheads, I feel. That's something that modern media gets wrong nowadays. Girls aren't allowed to have foreheads. Girls are allowed to have foreheads. Okay, actually, the jawline is probably the one thing that I do kind of want to hide. I mean, let's not fuck around and lie about shit, right? But like, I'm not trying super hard to hide it. I'm not insecure about it. Right now, I'm fine with it. My hair just isn't like long enough yet. I can't do the hairstyle I want to do. I just have to let it grow and be okay with what it is right now. And you know what? I'm cool with that. So, you know, that's all superficial stuff. I'm talking about style. Who gives a fuck about style? I got lots of news for you guys. Story times. I have art to show off. I have... This week has been long as fuck. Despite it being a long week, it hasn't been a bad week. I've actually got some pretty cool news for you guys. First of all, music. I'm a jack of all trades. I do literally just about everything that I can get my grubby little mitts on. You know what? It would be easier to list the things that I'm not rather than try to list what I am. So let's not even go there. But one of the things that I am not is a musician. I played a recorder in music in elementary school. That's about the limit of it. Oh, but the point is, I get to do music finally. One of my cousins has a copy of FL Studio that he's going to give me. Fucking awesome. Are you kidding me? This is like a rite of passage, gals. For us gals, this is a rite of passage. The past year, nothing. The estrogen, nothing. All of it, fake. Fake bullshit. This is how you know. It's official. It's done. It's over. I've passed a line that I cannot go back on. What's that line? Having a copy of FL Studio. I'm so fucked. If I can't make the cousin thing work, okay, at this point, I'm pretty set on getting FL Studio. I need to get into music. There's so many things I'd like to try. On top of it all, I've got a mental sample library. There's some kick-ass ones. There's some really good ones that I could take full advantage of. Hey, Ailey! Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you, Ailey. I'm just talking about how my cousin is gonna grab me a copy of FL Studio and like how that's a big deal for me because I've never been able to get into music before, and now I might actually have an opportunity to try making music, which I would fucking love to do. Are you kidding me? That sounds awesome. Music? Yes, music. What do you mean music? Ooh, yes, music. I might be getting into music. That would be super cool. I mean, like, at least experimenting. So where I want to get to with music is, so far, everything on my channel, whether it be the YouTube and Twitch, the TikTok, I've made all of the assets for myself. They are made by me, inspired by my little brain, and whatever happened to it. A lot happened to it. And music is the exception to that. My music comes from either YouTube music or Epidemic Sound, which is fine. It's been fine. It's the one thing that I can't do for myself. But with a copy of FL Studio, that changes things. That is exactly where I was about to go with it. So FL Studio is a DAW, and DAWs like are string together blockchains. You use blocks and they have instruments. Oh, okay. I didn't realize you hear that part, so I thought you were unaware of what FL Studio is. Okay, you know about FL Studio. That's how I'm gonna be making music. So the kind of music that I'm gonna make starting out, we're gonna go for simple ambient tracks that I can use for the YouTube, the TikToks, and the Twitch. Like, if I can make my own serviceable background music, that's huge already. And I think that would be a good way to learn the fundamentals. At some point, I want to make like real ass music and make my own album covers and stuff. I've got a few like sketch arts that are sitting off in the background that I need to use for an album. Like, I've been like, this would be so cool as an album cover. I just need to put in all of the effort and everything. So it's gonna start with FL Studio. I'm gonna get Duolingo. Duolingo has like a music theory teaching thing. I don't know how good it is, but it's a start. It's a start. I'm gonna get Duolingo. I'm gonna start practicing some music theory. I'm gonna start fucking around with FL Studio. And then I'm gonna get a drum set. I'm gonna get an electronic drum set. I wanna be a drummer. I don't wanna just do FL Studio because like the idea of being connected to music just through a computer kind of wigs me out a little bit. Like, I don't want to discredit all of the great DJs and like mix artists out there. They're great and they are real musicians. I'm not trying to insinuate that you're not a real musician if you don't pick up an instrument. But making music through an instrument and making music through a computer are different things. Even if it's like using a keyboard and synths versus, you know, click, clack, clack, click, clack, click, clack. And I think the main thing is that you have to like interface with something in the real world. The drums, I've always wanted to play the drums. I've been playing Beat Saber for a long time. It's a game for VR. It is not nearly as difficult as drumming is. But at the same time, I was talking to a dude who has 25 years of drumming experience, and I was talking about sort of my plan, and he was like, actually no, you kind of have the right idea, because even though Beat Saber is not playing the drums, just like how Guitar Hero doesn't make you a guitarist, you do build some of the skills that are required for drumming through Beat Saber. I mean, there is an endurance component. You are having to like program your arms to move at different, like have different brains is the way that he put it. Yeah, no, exactly. It's like, it's still useful. It's just not drumming. Like you can't expect that you're just gonna pick up the drums and be a master just because you're good at Beat Saber. That's the point that I'm trying to make. It has some of the skills. It has some of the related skills. There's 2 songs for Beat Saber that I really want to master, like actually be able to fully complete. So I'm going to keep on working at that. Once I complete some of these sillier, more frivolous goals, I think it'll be time to pick up a drum set and really learn an instrument. And from there, maybe graduate into making, instead of like background music for the channel, maybe I graduate into making real music, like an album or an EP or something like that. Probably an EP. I'd most likely just do a bunch of EPs. An album sounds like a lot of commitment. In other news, something else that I did today, I went and had my hormone consultation. I have now officially switched to injections rather than, what are they called? Pills? Yeah, that one, pills. I'm now on injections. Woo! When I first scheduled the consultation, I wasn't planning on going on injections. Yay! I wasn't planning on going on injections. I was actually gonna keep on doing pills, but I ran out of pills early. I had a sister who, she's on injections, and I was like, hey, I ran out early. Can you spot me? She was like, yeah, totally. I've got injections though. Okay. So I came over and she walked me through the process and stabbed me in my gut and injected the e-juice straight into me. I was like, this is actually super easy. I'll just fast forward a smidge and get my injections now. And there was a bunch of pro-lifers in front of Planned Parenthood, and they gave me this cute little gift baggie. I'm gonna open it up over here. So this is the thing that got me. They come over to my windows, they look me dead in the eyes. I roll down my window, they hand me this gift bag. They, you know, say their bit at me. I think, I'm not 100% sure, I think they might have thought I was cis, which was huge. Am I passing today? That would be so awesome if I was passing today. I couldn't tell, but it seemed like, I don't know what she thought. Anyway, here's my bib. They gave me a bib. I can't even wear this. Where there's a will, there's a way. Breathe deep. This might be the last breath I take. Oh no, see, we got it. Kick-ass bib, thanks. I can eat now and not make a mess all over my chest. The baby allegations start. Yeah, I'm gonna have a baby shower soon. I'm gonna be giving birth soon. Look at this kick-ass lion. Isn't he adorable? I'm actually kind of like psyched. This gift bag actually has stuff that I'm like kind of hyped up on. I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of cool. I don't know where I'm gonna put him, but he'll go over on the bed for now. I think this is so fucked up. Like, this is so guilt trippy. Like, what are we even doing? Look, they gave me a rubber baby. Rubber baby. Stretchy rubber baby. What am I gonna do with this? Like the lion, I'm actually kind of thankful for this one. Check this shit out. I have a notebook. I don't know. I mean, love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not guilt trip people in the middle of the road. Actually, there is one more thing to show off before I move on and get into the rest of the stream, and that is the artwork that I've currently been working on for some time. It is my VTuber model. So yeah, I'm putting together a VTuber model. It's still in kind of like the early phases and conceptual art, but I'm going for this Frankenstein's monster kind of like vibe. I talked about doing ASMR. I would feel kind of embarrassed about doing ASMR with my webcam on, but I still want to be like interactive and stuff. I've been thinking that when I do get around to making ASMR content, I'd like to use the lens of VTubing to do it. I love these stitches going on, and the shorts are a lot of fun. Yeah, no, I'm excited to keep on working at this, but for now, this is where I've been at. This is what I've been working on. Are the eyes far apart on purpose? Okay, yeah, so like they're looking out this direction sort of. Yes, that is intentional. Is because for VTubing, yeah, for rigging. So this is, I have to draw them in their neutral position, in the most neutral position that I can make. This is a dead stare, basically. Later, when I'm rigging it, I'll be able to, you know, change things up and alter things. Hey, Ailey, guess what? Oh, fuck. Guess what, Ailey? You're dairy cool. I'm the funniest fucker ever. Ooh, you playing right back. I see you. I see you. Nice, nice. Oh, shut the hell up. Oh, shut the hell up. You think you're so fucking cute for that, don't you? What is... I can't escape this cruel world that I live in. You know what's really oh, come on. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Look, I don't care what you look like. You're cute in spirit, okay? You're a cute gal in spirit, and that's all that matters, okay? Anyway. Fuck you, you're cute. Damn it. Anyway. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, this is really unfortunate, actually. I kind of walked right into this when I was picking my, like, when I was switching away from my dead name. My dead name got hella puns too. People were always making shitty jokes with my dead name. When I picked my new name, I didn't think carefully enough because my dead name got a shit ton of puns too. Literally anytime somebody met me for the first time, it was the same exact shitty pun. Same exact one every single time. And it drove me insane. I kid you not. Like, switching away from my dead name, a part of the huge motivator was that people made... Okay, not entirely. I could handle the jokes because they would usually only happen once and then we were good. At the same time, though, I was kind of glad to have it be gone. Unfortunately, the cheese joke is here. Now everybody's gonna joke about the cheese. It's inescapable. I'm starting to think that everybody has a pun associated with their name. You have to be lucky if you don't have people just walking up to you and doing the pun for your name. You know, I'm kind of curious, does it feel like a grass is greener on the other side? Do you wish that do you wish that there were puns associated to your name? I would like to do airsoft just because airsoft is like painful compared to Nerf. And I love me some good pain. Oh, I love me some good pain. Yeah, I'm a masochist, definitely, for sure. That's why I go to the gym. That's like a part of it. Like, going to the gym is how I satiate my masochism, low-key. I have to be really careful because I know that since I'm a masochist, I could slip into dangerous territory, but I would also be down to do paintballing. Paintballing or airsoft sounds fun. Okay, I hear you on that. As a rule of thumb, I do not engage in anything that could be considered self-harm. Like, it is just the rule. I will never go into something with the express intention of hurting myself in some kind of way. That's exactly what I meant by, like, I have to be careful. Because I know that if I start, I probably won't stop. As terrible as that sounds. Like, I totally am not afraid to take risks, like you're talking about. I just don't take risks with the intention of getting hurt. I take risks with the intention of being okay. But if I ever break a bone, Say la vie. Say la vie. I'd be down. Some of the people in my life think I'm crazy for that shit, that I want to break a bone at some point. I do hope I break a bone at some point. That'd be cool. It probably will be the thing that makes it to where I don't think that pain is cool anymore. I don't know. People think breaking a bone is like the next step. I've had pretty painful experiences, but nothing on par with breaking a bone yet. And people seem to believe that breaking bone is where my threshold will be. Like after that, I'll be like fucked. Like I won't be able to handle that kind of pain. And I mean, they very well could be right. Oh. No, I don't know if it's the same as cutting a bone. You know,